Okay. We're currently in the casino with both Jai and Zoe buzzed, drinks being bought for Jai and being passed to Zoe. Um, if I recall the state of things when we ended last week, Zoe was getting even more drunk. Is that sound accurate there, Xander?
I forgot I didn't have my mic on. Hold on 1 second. Let's see if I can recapture the energy of what I just said.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
I don't know, Jimmy. I ain't got drunk. Fuck you. Thank you.
I hope that was as good as the first time. Um, Harry is coming up to Zoe, and he puts a hand on her shoulder. He's doing the whole standing on the left side of her, putting his hand on the on her right shoulder. Leans in. I think you've had enough.
I think you're about to have enough.
Okay, that's it. And he reaches his other arm across and starts sliding drinks away from her.
Hey, you don't have to steal my drink. You can get one of your own. Hey, barkeep, bring a drink for my friend.
Nope, nope. That's okay. She's done.
No, it's for my friend.
I'm good. I'm good.
No, no, he's way too uptight. He needs a drink.
Leans in.
I pat him. I pat him on like what I think of as his arm, but it's probably like I don't know, it's like his neck. You really need to relax sometime, Harry.
Zoe, you have a job you're doing here. Getting drunk isn't part of it. Yeah, okay, okay. He stands. He straightens up with awkwardly.
Oh, then I fall on the floor because I'm literally falling asleep on him.
Oh, he tries to catch that. He has an arm on her other shoulder, so let's roll a check for him. Let's see if I even gave him any stats yet. Did I? I did not. I've been terrible about trying to give this guy stats. So,
He's the Rock. I mean, just give him whatever stats you think the Rock would have.
all right, fine. We'll just go with a +4 on this.
There you go.
Yeah, he fairly gracefully, making her look a little bit, quite a lot less drop dead drunk as she is. Um, Catches her and is
What are you trying to say?
able to hold her up. Looks over for Charlie, but Charlie being elsewhere, and then turns his attention to Jai and Elazad. I'm gonna take her to a hotel. Um, I don't think any of either of the NPCs that you brought with you would seem alarmed by that, because that could be a very alarming turn of phrase. They both just acknowledge.
I'm getting kidnapped. I'm getting kidnapped.
Um,
On purpose?
we're about to
I don't
find
know
out, I
about.
think.
Yeah, I don't know about on purpose, but
um, Roberts, as he's getting her scooped into a more comfortable position in Harry's arms, uh, takes off her jacket and kind of nestles it over Zoe so that she can't as easily be recognized and identified.
smart.
Harry nods a quick thanks to her and makes his way through the crowd, avoiding crowd where he can, but otherwise just kind of rocking his way through them with the obligatory "excuse me, coming through. Excuse me, sorry."
Walking his way downtown, walking tall.
And
Doobity-doobity-doo.
A question.
yes,
This is an area with, what was it? Reduced morals? What it was?
Uh-huh.
Uh, how does that work if you are, is there a hotel in the area, or does Zoe have to be transported drunk out of the reduced moral zone?
oh no, yeah, the casino has a hotel on site.
Gotcha. So they thought ahead.
Oh yeah. um, I am not going to give him his proficiency bonus on this to see if he knows what the best course of action to go from here is. Whether he knows to just get a hotel here, would think about that, or thinks that he needs to get a cab and go into the city. Yeah, okay. He's good. He's good. He's definitely not an unintelligent man, and he has enough savvy to pick up that there's going to be a hotel, a place like this. So he just takes Zoe to the first like information type person that he can find. Somebody sitting at a desk trading chips for credits, or the doorman or somebody, and just asks where he can access the hotel from. And he gets directions and pays for a room. Um, and takes Zoe and lays her down. And then goes and sits in a chair.
As they're on the Disney Channel.
Um,
Whatever the equivalent of the Disney Channel is.
He looks for a remote, and then cocks his head. All of it's on. And the TV, the display, springs to life. It's some nature documentary with well, it's actually CGI, but it's trying to represent the native wildlife on Himalaya, based on various documentary footage from Galactic Mandate.
Yes, good. Okay, good.
Oh, okay. And we're gonna switch our focus right now over to Nemesis.
Yeah.
Nemesis.
Yeah.
Hire us a pilot.
So yeah, that's all y'all were at the casino. I guess the pilot was at the casino or owns the casino now.
Yeah, the pilot owns the casino now.
Also, we might have pissed him off a little.
Oh, okay. So those jobs gotten much harder, huh?
Yeah, probably.
On that note, what was Nemesis working on with her project? Did she have anything in the works?
That
I
was still the
forgot.
the modular brood mother.
Okay. So, why don't you think up a scene that would reflect Nemesis working on that? It can either be just you giving us a quick little insight, a glimpse into what she's doing, or it could be some interaction with an NPC that she's had while working on it. Basically, a roleplay scene of some sort.
Huh. I mean, I suppose there's the techs. Would be who I'd be working with the most,
Mhm.
like Lily Grace. I don't know. I'm hungry.
What? Thinking
Uh,
about drones makes me all hungry. Got it.
Actually, here we go.
I mean,
Yeah, I'd like to think that I'm just working on it remotely with one of my manipulator arm drones,
Mhm.
and I'm eating.
you're getting crumbs all over the control panel.
No, I'm like 10 meters away. It's fine.
No, on the control panel for the drone arms.
Well, no, I'm controlling it with my brain.
Mm, You're getting
Yeah.
crumbs all over your brain panel.
I think those crumbs were already there.
I mean, there's definitely something like a lot of crumbs though. There is a keyboard that's going to need to be cleaned, but not my job.
Pratt comes over. Oh, what a... You're so messy.
Thanks, Pratt. What a jackass.
I turn my head and crumbs fly out of my mouth. What was that?
Oh! Dude!
I'm thinking about the drone. I ain't got time to eat clean. See, look at the drone over there. It's working hard.
I have to clean that.
Oh, well, I mean,
I'm on cleanup duty this week.
it'll come with a vacuum, right? It's easy.
You think a vacuum will clean it out of the keyboard?
Yeah, that's all I do. Just run it over. It's fine.
I'm throwing that keyboard in the incinerator.
That's my favorite keyboard.
Haha.
Okay, no, it's not my favorite keyboard. I keep my favorite keyboard in my room. But I like this keyboard.
Oh my. I can't think trollish enough for Pratt here. I really can't.
I mean, he's just got to do his job. I'm one of the people that technically kind of pays him.
Yeah, it's true.
Don't
Yeah.
pay him. Get out of here.
Still one of the bridge crew.
What if I throw money at him?
Is Nemesis actually going to throw breadsticks at him? Well,
No.
not literally, but is she going to give him money?
Sure. It's like, yeah, here's 10 creds. I'll add 10 credits to your paycheck.
Okay. Oh,
See, no problem. Turn
nice.
back and more crumbs fall onto the keyboard.
No, nice.
Nice.
He immediately goes
Exactly.
over and tells the not the other techs, but the other
to the
crew
outsourcing.
nearby. Nemesis just gave me extra money for doing my job.
God damn it, Pratt.
Oh no! What have I started?
He didn't just this wasn't just a chance encounter between him and another crew. He walked over to them just to tell them.
Thanks a lot, you big fat jerk.
Well, yeah, just start telling me how much I start bribing crew each week.
To clean up after you.
It'll be 25 credits this week.
All right. I'll put it as bribing / tipping.
Yes, the bribe tip.
No, just the tip is a bribe.
I mean, given how much money you guys have, yeah, 10 credits is it's like throwing a penny at someone.
Just go down to the store and get a banana. How much could it cost? 100 credits?
No, I'm thinking of that scene in Gone in 60 Seconds where they're trying to steal from the guy, and so they're pretending to be ushers, and he gives them a shiny quarter to take care of this car.
Nice. Yeah.
All right, well, you hang on to this and buy yourself a new suit. Dumb. Anyway.
All right. So Meowkin, that's how I'm doing projects now. I've changed everything up. I hate everything that I did with projects before, and now it's just going to be like a minimum of a week, because it does have to be some time, in which a predetermined, or maybe not predetermined, a number of roleplay scenes like that need to play out. So
All
it's
right. So I'm going to start bribing crew to help me.
there you go. Back in the casino. Focusing over on Charlie. Charlie has just finished it's the bribe session. Bribing the worker with backstage access, or internal access more like, as well as a route to where he expects Starcross will be. Charlie turns around and sees Harry carrying Zoe out from across the floor. He's a tall guy.
I'm trying to come up with words. I can. At some point, I'm busy now. I'm gonna have to file it away for later, but I'm gonna have to ask Carrie if I even want to ask.
Well, is Charlie returning to the crew with what's left of the crew there? With his route, or is he going to explore it himself?
Well, I know he's here now. I don't know when he's here later.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, that's not true. I totally know where he is later. I can totally walk away with this information. Because we have his schedule.
Yes, you do.
No. Yeah.
I would say the only
I know
time
when
limit you
John's
have.
really know.
Sorry. I would say the only time limit you have with this backstage access is that particular crew person or staff member is the one that's getting you through, the initial locked doors. So their schedule is your time limit.
Okay. We don't have Jai today, do we?
Not for another hour and 15 minutes or so.
Okay. Zoe's going to be useless for this encounter, so she's just out. Nemesis is off planet, correct?
Nemesis is off planet, but is
So,
accessible.
Jai's. Yeah, but it'd be a while for them to get here.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Jai is right there and sobering up.
Yes.
So if I was bringing anybody with me, it would be Jai.
Okay.
Which means if I get Jai, we're cutting until he gets here.
Which I was just about to ask. Would you guys prefer would you guys prefer that I just NPC Jai along, or do you want me to try and stall, cut to other scenes and other stuff that you guys are doing until Lulu comes in?
I have one question: is where do we land on the Electrodrone? Was any of that discussed last episode or session?
No, we'd with the crew having several things that they want to accomplish here, anyways, we decided to leave that as a nemesis problem,
Gotcha.
probably solved through Zoe problem.
Most likely, but I had the idea. Like we can probably get it from that celebrity, right? If they're controlling the sale. I
Sure.
just want a wilderness photography drone that talks to me.
Certainly wouldn't. Doesn't seem like it would harm anything to try. Do you want Nemesis to take a break from her fiddling and manipulating? And
I mean, yeah.
okay,
Yeah, it's like, oh man, it'd be great to have like a drone to bounce this off of instead of just having to control every little thing the drone does. Of course, looking at a spy drone more than anything else. I think I
right.
put that in planning. I think. Yeah, there we go. I planned the environmental power, holoskin, observation suite, and sensor transparency.
Yeah.
That's what I was hoping to get it kitted with.
Okay. Well, Nemesis, the crew did take the Marauder down. By the way, on Planet Crew, if you want the Marauder to have maintenance done on it, you will need to return it by the end of today.
That tracks.
But as we've established, it is not difficult to get yourself down to the planet. Those courtesy shuttles are not costing you anything. Um, you're already doing $500,000 in business with Light Rider platform. They will give you a ride up and down pretty much as you need. If you just
Sometimes it's good to be king, or close
rich.
equivalent. Yeah. You say potato, I say potato also, because who says potato? Fucking
It's
dumb.
dumb.
Potato?
Oh, that's a good one.
Potato. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
All right. Nemesis
And put
can.
Bud save the syllable count.
The music did not loop on my end. Nemesis can take a courtesy shuttle down to House Metro is where Candor's kind of local base of operations is at. I think. Yeah, we're gonna go with that.
Kendor. Now, what was the name of that celebrity?
Alice Candor.
Oh, right.
He's gonna be real honest with you.
Well, spelled with a K, so there's already some
Look, just
deception
because
there.
you changed the first letter doesn't mean we're not gonna see through your stuff.
My bullshit.
Look, you
Yeah,
said it,
so
not me.
must obtain a validated credit stake from her, as presumably at the park. It mentions setting an ongoing event at a local park or in a local park.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that reminds me. Ooh, that reminds me.
Remind you of what?
You'll see.
I see nothing. And then you see the casino blow up.
Blammo. Look, let's just imagine me passing a note to the DM.
Note received. Yes. That was probably the wrong answer.
Do you already regret it?
Yeah, I do.
That's okay.
Too bad. Can't take it back.
I can't.
Can't live life without a few regrets.
That is a GM code.
You have to say yes and or no but whatever you do, you can't take it back.
No but.
No but. My last DM used to say no ass. But my last GM. Anyway.
All right. So, last time I had left it a little bit inappropriate or questionably appropriate by simply saying that this Alice Candor is dressed in some kind of transparent dress. That is very misleading because it's not a transparent dress. It
So much.
is.
It's the one that the light just like passes through, right? Kind of like a green screen thing.
It is that.
Oh, I'm worried. Oh, okay. I was thinking it was gonna be like what's her name from Blade Runner.
I don't even remember that. But no.
I would show you a picture, but it's questionably appropriate.
That's okay. Blade Runner and Blade Runner 2049 are on my list of movies to rewatch when I'm in a depressed mood and have 5 hours to kill.
Look, something something, Tears in the Rain, something something.
And conveniently, that is also the same face that Alice Candor wears.
How convenient.
It is. In fact, that is pretty much exactly what Alice Candor looks like. I don't know if I'm being subtle enough, but that
Wait.
actress is named Alicia Vikander.
Oh. Never learned. I know very few actors' names.
Okay.
Actors have names?
So what you're saying
Sometimes.
is that it's actually an android.
By all
too on the nose?
accounts, Alice Candor is a human.
Hmm.
Yeah, I can't trick me.
Doubt.
I saw that movie.
Press X to doubt.
Does Nemesis want to go straight to the park where she is staking her event, or did Nemesis want to do any investigation of the various drone shops and merchants first?
I did get that license, right? That's or whatever, the validated cred stick.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess I can go around the shops asking about. I mean, kind of. I'm assuming they'd have some opinions too, but also figure out that the type of electro drone I want is even an option.
Okay, sure.
Right.
Go ahead and roll me a connect, and you can do this with, well, int,
Charisma?
wisdom, or charisma, depending on
okay.
how you want Nemesis to approach it.
Well, I do want to get better at getting to know people, so I guess I'm actually gonna do it with charisma.
Okay.
Just trying to be sociable, learning about people. Hey, there you go. Not too
That's a good result. Nemesis is, no, she's not putting too much excess thought into which shop she's going to first. Obviously, she's made some kind of a plan. It's Nemesis.
But of course,
It doesn't track.
I've definitely drawn the most efficient. I've definitely plotted the most efficient route to walk, so I don't have to walk as much.
Okay, all right. It helps that most of Lamiera is laid out sensibly. When you go to look for cyberware, they're generally all in the same block. When you go to buy a drone, your sellers are your major sellers are all in around the same block.
Actually, no. The real question is, do they have like hoverboard rentals? You know, like those little services. You know, you just pick one up, sign it in your app, and activate it.
Hmm. That is an excellent question for a.
Not like the stupid things on Coast where it was like the treadmill scooters.
Well, I'm trying to think how that would play into the Lamy era theme of cleanliness, and I think it would. I think that they'd be more difficult to find to locate for a non-local. But Nemesis could, of course, have researched that in advance, so knows where to find them.
I don't want to work up a sweat here, you know.
Of course not.
I want.
But they're kind of hidden in what looks like a natural, well, not natural, a display of an artistic display of trees. Not real trees, just art trees. So that the eyesore of parked boards that you can rent isn't visible from the street. And I think that Lamira would encourage this kind of thing instead of people walking around, because on these things, all the cities of Lamira can limit the speeds.
Damn. That's okay. I'm just going to ease the transport more than anything else.
Right, right.
Unless, of course, I could walk faster than this thing goes.
No, it does go faster than you can walk, but it's not fast enough to be a major risk in a collision.
To hack it. Come on, there's gotta be an underground like fucking scooter race ring or some bullshit.
Instead of street races, they've got scooter races.
Yeah. Look, I don't know why you guys are laughing. I'm deadly serious about this.
There might be,
Yeah.
but Nemesis
All right,
is
new
able
mission.
to get herself on one of those. They've got the two-wheeled what's it called? Segway variety.
Yeah.
They've got the one-wheeler hoverboard slash one-wheeled
Well,
skateboard.
I think that's called a one wheeler. Yeah, like what Zoe.
Okay.
That's I think it's called a one wheel.
Yeah.
My cousin has one.
Yeah, that's not a Zoe thing. That's a Xander thing. I want one of those. They're like $2,000 though, which blows my mind.
I imagine there's a lot of technology that goes into keeping them stable.
I think it's probably all in the tire. Tires got to be expensive, right?
Yeah, and also, it's fairly new. They can charge that much right now.
Yeah. Until somebody else figures out you can make it for, $15 in China or something.
Right.
And then yeah, like it's not gonna work.
No. They'll figure out you can make it for $15 in China. They'll still charge you $1,000 for it, and it'll break after like 2 seconds. I'm not bitter. You're bitter.
Nemesis learns from a couple of shopkeepers that she visited. The reaction to this is mixed. It's kind of a positive thing for them because, well, it's not as negative of a thing because it's only affecting the VI drones, and those are really hard to move anyways. They're just too expensive for most people who are just wanting to fly a drone outside city limits.
Mm-hmm.
One thing Nemesis notices in visiting the local shops is every single one of them has presented aesthetically pleasing way the city and Lamy era laws and rules for flying drones. And it amounts to being a certain distance from the city, or having authorized, being part of an authorized event, or having some other kind of authorization. And with each posting is also some version of remember, we are keeping Lamiera clean, or this is all for the cleanliness of Lamiera, or as something as preachy as cleanliness is.
Cleanliness is next thing closest thing to godliness.
Yeah. Gross.
For the greater good.
For the greater good.
There are a couple of merchants who are, of course, more upset about what they see as outside influence overreach, because it's not the house that's creating this problem with selling a VI drone. It's this person coming in from outside of Lamiera, backed by a megacorp, supposedly. Well, not supposedly, but they say megacorp bitterly, that has barely any investment stake on Lamiera. And the resentment that she gets is more in line with that they don't like that some people who think they're big shots outside of Lamiera are coming in and exerting any kind of influence that's supposed to be antithetical to trade and economy in Lamiera. It's she gets an earful from some people who take a liking to her. Lamiera is all about the free trade. If you work and your shop does well, then you're not only helping your house, but you're also you get the benefits of that. And they compare it to other locations and other times in history where the government taxed all of it, or big corporations would eat up smaller businesses where they couldn't exist, or communism. There's all kinds of examples thrown out, some of them more accurate than others. But the general gist of it is
Look, we're all proponents of neo-Buddhist economic theory here.
I'm gonna need a short essay on what that is.
Yeah, no problem.
But yeah, the takeaway is they don't like that it's somebody outside that is doing this. Is there anything specific that you want Nemesis to have brought up and learned?
I guess, I guess examples of people, what sort of people are able to get that Alice Candor is allowing to buy electro drones.
Well, you did roll an 8. Most of the places that she visits will say that it simply hasn't come up. That's why this isn't really that much of an inconvenience for them. Is nobody's. Last time this shop sold an Electo was 6 months ago. The next store was 9 months ago. One has had it on its shelf for 3 years. That happens to be the one that you want, by the way. Has all the fittings exactly as you want them.
Convenient.
So who was that? Can we just go rob them?
You certainly could if you want.
Like, let's cut out this this middleman.
No, I'll try to do it legitimately first. There's no sense in making enemies on Lamiera. Doing heists on Lamiera is a little bit more high stakes.
Look, all I'm saying
You say
is,
after we've done heists on Lamiera.
yeah.
Have we done heists on Lamiera?
Where haven't we done heists? I mean, honestly.
What heist did we do on Lamiera?
You stole the peer data.
Oh, you're right.
And it was fairly high stakes. Uh, there was closed caption or CCTV that you had to watch covering everything, and you knew that there were also drones that fly around. You know, sanctioned drones, police drones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, guards on a rotating schedule.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The stakes for the challenges for a heist on Lamiera are higher than they are in other places.
Stakes could never be more medium.
I like mine well done.
I enjoyed my joke. That's all that matters.
This shopkeeper is Julius C. Um,
Hmm.
He clarifies,
Sir?
even without being asked, not Julius Caesar, just Julius C.
Hmm.
Is Julius Caesar still fucking famous?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
That too, Brute.
I mean, he's the reason for extra days in July and August, so he'll always be known.
It's true.
Gross.
I think. I don't know if it's actually true or not.
Okay, wait, no, because that doesn't make any sense. Because most of the places we go are not on the Earth calendar.
They still are. That they've adopted it from Terran Mandate.
That's dumb.
That's convenience for the GM.
That doesn't make any sense.
they
Even the places that don't even like the Terran Mandate are like, oh, we still use their clock. It's just easier that way.
yes.
So we can
You have to
schedule
have a centralized clock.
so we can schedule when we want to go blow them up. Oh, jeez. All right. I'm grouchy.
I've seen like exactly 2 GMs that have said that they use their own calendar, and they don't actually change it per world.
The madness.
So it seems like you've just added a layer of complexity without.
Look, you'll all be thanking me come Nintembruary 50th.
I'll keep that in
when
mind.
when Santa brings all the good boys and girls presents.
Nintembruary 50th.
Nintembruary 50th.
Oh, there's an extra R in there. Nintembruary?
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
We'll remember that.
Oh, I'm
You guys
writing it
aren't gonna
down.
remember that. You guys aren't gonna remember that.
I've written it down.
I haven't provided you with the appropriate equations to translate it into a more useful calendar, so I don't think anything bad's gonna happen. I'm gonna get off scot-free. My hubris will not get me this day.
We'll see about that.
Uh-huh.
Be a combination holiday.
Yeah, it's actually Easter.
It's like Juneteenth.
All right. So did that answer the question? I can't tell if it got answered or if we got on a tangent.
I mean, yes. Porque la Nardos?
Or guarding who type of people that buy it or that get the approval.
Oh, right. I didn't get to the person that did. So yeah, the general gist is it hasn't mattered because nobody has tried, or at least people may have tried, but it hasn't changed their business at all because business on VI drones is so small already. The one shopkeeper, store owner, who has received and validated a cred stick, was probably the most positive about this whole event because He made quite a lot more on these drones that don't sell all over the place, so they're not losing business. He's actually that validated cred stick was able to be turned in for um, an extra 40% on top of the drone's full cost.
Like it costs 40% more, or he gets 40% more on top
He
of
gets
it.
40% more. He gets turn in that cred stick to Candor, um, along with all the transaction detail that is included on it, or was included in the transaction, so that they have their tracking information, um,
Uh,
and then they pay him. What is a drone normally? 40,000, I think.
I think it's 50,000 for the Electos.
Okay,
Let me double
and
check
then
that.
he gets like 10 to 15,000 more credits for it. Yep,
Drones.
50,000.
Hey, I did remember.
Plus the cost of the fittings, but when you're
Yeah.
talking about an Electo drone, the fittings cost is usually the lesser part.
Yeah.
You'd have to really try to build an Electo drone where the fittings cost anywhere near the scale. I think the best you could do is oh there we go. 14,000. So the best you can do is add another 25% to the drone. With the most expensive fittings for no reason except that
Oh
they're
yeah.
expensive. And the person that had gotten the drone just kind of seemed like a normal guy to him. Did ask a couple questions of what the experience at the park was, um, and Nemesis gets some insight that Alice asked this person if they had any experience with VI, if they had any, if they could tell any stories of relating to VI and how they've interacted with them. Almost sounded like an interview for caring for the elderly or babysitting.
Hmm.
Of course, the
Okay.
question of what is the purpose of your drone companion or your VI companion um, came up.
Okay. Well, I've already got that idea in place.
Mhm.
All
All right.
right. Well, I guess we go meet with Alice. Unless
All
anyone
right.
else wants to sneak anything in.
Nox, Xander, anything you guys want to get in there?
Nope.
Can we get some snoring from Zoe? Or some mumbling? I'll
Like
take either.
stuck in bullet time to grab Jai, so there's not really anything I can do.
Charlie looks around, or his eyes dart around. His head can't move. Why is everything moving so slow right now? Okay. We'll interject one real quick other scene here. Back at the hotel, there is a knock on the room door, and Harry, of course, asks, uh, "Who's there?" From the other side, it comes room service. So just checking if you need anything. No, we're good.
Well, bullshit. Bullshit. Oh, sorry. I forgot my mic was muted.
Ah, ah.
Oh, what was there more Zoe in there?
No, no. I wanted my bullshit to be as soon as they said just checking on you. I want
Oh,
edit it in post.
we'll do that. Yeah, we'll make sure that that gets rearranged. Harry looks over at Zoe and back to the door. No. Thank you. And from the other side of the door, you can just hear room service scurrying along.
Service coming to you? What is this?
I know, right?
Bullshit is what it is. The assassins. They just wanted to know we were in here.
Is Zoe mumbling this now?
Probably, I don't know. Depends on
Harry
how
just
good she is at holding her drink, I guess.
That's entirely for you to decide.
Like I'm assuming that they were buying really like powerful drinks.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm all messed up.
Okay.
Normally she's fine. Been drinking since she was 12 or whatever.
Yeah, certainly. Not like anybody would tell her no.
Except for annoying people who think they run the world.
Like Jai.
And Android and my father and ugh. You don't know me. Anyway.
Alright. Back over to Nemesis, having given Meowkin a little bit of time to think about the extra.
Oh yeah.
We
Thinking.
were
Right.
buying time for you. Come on.
No, I just wanted to make sure y'all were engaged.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Press X to doubt.
Yeah, I mean, I've already got my plan. It's, try to pass it off as a wildlife photography drone, buddy.
Alright. Well, you approach the park on your. Did you say a Segway or did you want to go with a one wheel?
A one wheel for sure.
Okay. You approach the park on your one wheel. And you see obvious androids. As ushers, not ushers, greeters? Yeah, greeters to this lowly fenced off area. Inside, it looks like a technology exposition event. There are stands and displays set up to discuss, or not discuss, but to regale the visitor with just kind of facts about androids and VIs. And on the other side, separated a little bit away under a Lamiera ordinance, because it's very unpleasant to see, uh, displays of various atrocities that occur with VI and with androids when their sentience is discovered. This is how it's being put by this display. It's being put as any android when their sentience is discovered.
Yeah, I'm sure it's like tragic, like probably like piles of android bodies, missing limbs and stuff. Right.
Yep, there's definitely that image. There's the soundless video of an android being taken apart while it is still functioning, and you can kind of see the fear in its eyes and in its what movements it's able to make. A few years back, there was a video game, Become Human, or Detroit Become Human, or something like that. And one of the trailers for it was kind of exactly that situation. An android has recognized or become sentient, like basically on the assembly line, and is being disassembled, or is being, routed for disassembly because of defects. And in this preview, in this trailer, that android is just pleading for release. Let them go.
Like as it's being taken apart. I remember that.
Yeah, that is the tone of that section of this event. Around the center of this little, like I said, it's just got a low fence. It would not be difficult for an athletic person to simply vault over the fence, or a less athletic person to clamber over it. But at the center of this area been set aside is what appears to be Alice Candor, wearing that bodysuit and a just a nice summer dress over it. The summer dress is obviously very thin and transparent, so that you can see the bodysuit underneath it. And she is presently engaged in a lively discussion with a excuse me, with a prospective customer.
Well, I'll just listen in then.
All right. Let's see how that goes.
Oh no, they're pissed off that I'm listening in.
No. That was just a random roll to see how their interaction goes. And the person that she's talking to doesn't really seem to have hasn't seemed to have given forethought to these answers. Maybe didn't even know that the questions were going to be asked about its previous encounters and interactions with VI. He seems ill-prepared, and as pleasantly as she can, sympathetically even, she reaches out and puts a hand on his shoulder and shakes her head, declines his request to buy a VI. He wasn't trying to buy an electro drone. He was trying to buy just an android.
Oh. I'm debating whether it's a good or a bad idea to suggest that we've already got such an androids on our ship. Truly sentient. Of course, I think Alice is saying like even like the VIs are sentient though, right?
That is definitely the thrust of this park. Yes. Go ahead and roll me an insight, wisdom notice.
Boy, howdy, I'm real good at. Actually, I forgot I had a +1 notice now. I'm not terrible at it anymore.
Yeah.
I'm good at it, but I'm not terrible at it. Wow. Okay, well, when I roll on a 1 and a 3, probably not worth a reroll yet.
Yeah, Nemesis was not able to catch what his responses were to the previous experience. You know, either Nemesis was trying not to get too close and draw attention, or Nemesis was distracted by something else. I'll leave the reason that she couldn't hear that, because it's audible. The reason that she couldn't hear or didn't catch it, up to you.
Yeah. Probably it's like, it's like, damn, watching that video, the android being taken apart. Oh man, that's distracting.
Yeah. It is. It's doing its job. That applicant thanks her for her time and walks away a little bit bummed out.
All right. Rub my hands together. Yeah, let's get to this. Oh boy. I mean, I guess, like I said, I guess worst case is we're just doing a heist or something, or I guess worst case I don't get an electro drone, but I figured I'd talk to Alice.
Okay. There are other people around, so if Nemesis wanted to wait and see how more of it went, she could.
Yeah, I think Nemesis would wait and see a little bit.
Okay.
Look around the exhibits, I suppose. It's like...
Well, she has time to look around the exhibits because the next people that approach Alice, they're just fans. They start gushing about Alice's work in her, whatever her most recent holovid was. Um, and then they start gushing about how they never knew that this was an issue and how they're going to tell all their friends and that they're fangirling and fanboying all over her.
Gross.
And she is definitely taking it in with charismatic stride. Um, Nemesis, as she's exploring these other um, displays, is getting a little bit more off the path, off the the central path, into more esoteric and more specific things. Um, there are citations to a couple of studies reporting on the trineural network uh, that is used for the VI brain in androids, and how it is so similar and so um, parallel to human brain that the premise of the not premise, the jumping off point for them conducting studies was, how is this not just a human brain? And handful of studies jump off from that and conclude that it is acting exactly as a human brain, which, I mean, is kind of a biased result. That's what it was designed to do in the first place. Um, if you guys remember from your own interactions with the the trineural network was designed as brain replacement for people who had brain damage. Um, the fact that it's fantastic for androids and VI, or the growth of these intelligences, was a happy side effect, a happy accident.
And the not so happy accidents, where they become self-aware and get dismantled.
Right. Those definitely did not feature on Bob Ross' 3250 painting. Um,
Oh, it's a happy little accident. No, please spare me. Oh gosh, that's actually kind of sad.
Time to beat the devil out of it.
as Nemesis continues around, waiting for those fans to trail off, she wanders into a section that's kind of painting VI as lost and alone in a world that doesn't recognize or accept them, and draws parallels to the homeless problems and outcast problems that exist on other worlds. Of course, not on Lamiera.
Of course not. Cleanliness.
Cleanliness, yep. They're and that's definitely something that Nemesis has seen as a stark difference between Thurud and Lamiera. Is it now that it's being brought to her attention, she doesn't think that she's seen a single person who looked like they were homeless while she's been here.
I can only assume that they're being, locked away or something.
There's definitely something going on that's keeping them off the street.
Probably not good social programs. That's just unrealistic.
Couldn't possibly be. No.
Though, zero seems a little weird. You'd think there'd be at least a couple people living on the streets just because, hey, it's fun to live on the streets.
Well, if she thinks real hard about it, she might think that that person she saw walking down was not dressed particularly cleanly or well. Did stand out for that, but he wasn't, laying on a park bench. Didn't have bags with that looked like his belongings with him. Just looked grungy. Anyways, as an image of an android with a bleak black and grayish background and morose eyes is fading off the screen. Nemesis notices that the fans have left, having gotten their autographs and gushed over their celebrity of choice, and Alice is again free.
All right. Well, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, right? So let's go ahead and just do this. I'm not gonna be patient anymore.
Okay. Alice looks over as Nemesis approaches, and she smiles pleasantly.
Awkward little hand wave on my part.
Good evening.
Hi. I am looking for an Electrodrone companion.
They're very good companions. They
So,
were built before the neural network even was a spark in the minds of the greatest scientists.
I sure were. Intelligent conversation on my part, yes. Well, what do I need to get your, I guess, what was it, approval?
We don't like to think of it so much as approval here. What kind of Electrodrone are you looking for?
Oh, I'm looking for a companion to take wilderness, like wildlife photos
Oh, like
on exotic planets.
hiking, camping, survival.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you a body of work? She seems more interested in like this idea of pictures or photos you've already taken.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. No, that seemed like an obvious question. Can I No, I don't
Bet you
know.
like a fate point right now, huh?
Well, I'm just getting into the hobby. I certainly don't have any published work. Just some amateur stuff. Wow, this is not going great.
Oh, I'd love to see even amateur work if you've got it with you.
No, I left it on my other data pad.
What is the first place you want to visit?
Let's see. Actually, wasn't there hold on, I'm pulling up the or here, can I also what's somewhere that has like
Yeah.
Tolance. I'm trying to think Tolance, the planet there. Salvage rights, okay, so that's probably not really
Nuts.
that's not the one. Okay. I was trying to remember like what sort of like because I know like there's something you can get rights down there.
If you want, you can roll a
This won't work.
connect int or
I mean, probably. I really feel like it's probably a no, even though I'm not good at no. I feel like that's probably.
Okay.
I should probably take the bad roll here.
Okay, or int no is fine also.
Yep.
Yeah. There's a variety of planets that would be considered beautiful.
Like tourist destinations, yeah, something just something I know I've heard in passing.
Right. I mean, even here on Lamiera, the landscape is peppered with waterfalls, and Lamiera, even outside the cities, is considered a absolutely beautiful planet. I mean, you've got oil painting for the sky, with that halo of light that Lamiera is constantly passing through. It is iridescent swirls throughout the sky, and so just Lamiera itself is a beautiful place.
Wow, okay. thought I started La Miera. Let's see.
She
Verdant.
she smiles conspiratorially. You're just beginning, aren't you?
Yeah. But I don't really want to do it alone. But it's like I don't really have any friends that like do hiking.
I think that's actually true. Okay. We're not gonna roleplay out the entire conversation because
Whew.
we'll hit some key points and then get a roll from you. Um, she angles the conversation around to to Nemesis experiences with VI.
Some of my best friends are VIs. Or, well, fully sentient androids. Wink, wink.
Does
Wait, no,
Nemesis
maybe
actually
not wink.
impart that?
Probably. Maybe. Nah, maybe not. I don't know if that's a good idea or a bad idea.
Why don't I give you a little bit of character competency? Go ahead and roll me a wisdom notice check.
All right. My roll.
That is not a success.
No, it's not.
Did you want to re-roll that?
No, I gotta save that for the the big mama jama roll.
Okay. Alice
So,
has just been very kind of friendly and what's the right word here? Casual. It doesn't feel at all like she's necessarily trying to be a hard ass or engage in any business here. She's just having a friendly conversation.
Yeah, so probably I won't reveal. I probably won't say that because that might. Well. Yeah, no. I'll just go and say yeah. So I'll just go ahead and say so. Yeah, maybe not the whole like actually sentient thing. It's like yeah, some of my best friends are VIs.
Okay. She does press on that a little bit. If she's trying to get from Nemesis, and she's very clever. She's very good at the kind of conversational manipulation. This is actually the role that you were making here.
Yeah, whether I'm being manipulated.
Yeah, whether how much Nemesis is aware of this.
Yeah.
Um,
Nope, not at all.
But for your player knowledge, she's very good at it, and she is trying to get at. Nemesis is calling VI friends, and what does she actually mean by friends when she's saying that?
Well, I mean, I guess really, technically it's kind of coworkers, but we're stuck on the same ship. But we get along.
Oh, what ship is that?
Oh, hold on. something Moon Boy.
Nemesis is the one that programmed it in, so I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I won't make you have to remember
Yeah,
it. You can be Moon Boy.
I know. I saw it somewhere. I think I saw it in the recap, didn't I?
Yeah.
So they negotiated it or took it there.
It might be on the previous session recap.
You can be Moon Boy. There we go. Yeah, you can be Moon Boy.
That's an odd name for a ship.
I know, right? Well, you just crowdsource the name.
That's what you get.
Mm-hmm. Silly names.
She goes on to she is prodding at trying to figure out if she can tell whether Nemesis. Okay, this is all kinds of convoluted. So
Yeah.
she's trying to figure out if Nemesis does actually believe that androids in general are sentient. Obviously, confusing that or adding even
Yeah.
more complexity to that is Nemesis knows that some of those androids are sentient.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say, so it's like very clearly. I mean, I would obviously, I would imagine she's probably good enough at manipulating that. I would definitely, I guess it would pick up on. Like, I certainly believe some are, but I think it'd be clear that I don't actually believe like all of them are.
Okay. Let's go ahead and have you roll that all important charisma talk. Yep.
All right, that +1's gonna come in for me. Come on, talk.
Oh damn.
Oh, damn. I was, I'm glad that's the role that did well.
Okay. Well, she expresses some reservations, but she reaches into a, you can tell, tightly sealed pocket. It would be very difficult to pickpocket, if not impossible, because uh technology. Um,
Yeah.
not
Well,
actually
I hacked
impossible.
it.
Yeah, it is not actually impossible. It might look like it to Nemesis. And passes her a breadstick.
Oh, thank you so much. I'll send you pictures.
If you could, I'd like to meet this android that you spoke of. Whichever one Nemesis had named, she's saying that she'd like
Wow.
to meet them.
I'd probably go with Libra.
Okay.
But because I guess that's the one that. Yeah, definitely not Android. Android would be very off-putting. Libra's at least kind of normal.
Yeah. She,
But
after this is after giving it to giving the credit stick to Nemesis, so there's no kind of do this or I won't let go kind of threat. She says that she would love if you would let her meet Libra and talk with her before you leave on your adventures.
I'll see what I can do. Busy ship though,
Of course, it's
Thanks.
been a pleasure talking with you, Nemesis. Did Nemesis give her real name? Or what name did Nemesis give? I should ask.
Definitely wouldn't said Nemesis.
Yeah, I realized that after I said it.
I'd probably just go and get my real first name,
Okay.
Which was oh gosh, even I've forgotten now. Zalia, I think. No, Zaya.
Daya, yeah.
So I never use it. And my friends and my crewmates don't even care.
All right.
All right.
Nemesis got a validated cred stick.
Yeah. Let's skip off to the Electro Drone store and get me an Electro Drone.
Just want to note that the difficulty to get that without first bringing the android was 12.
Nice.
There were a lot of points
Degrees.
for Alice to be concerned about.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I really do want to take pictures. It just may not necessarily be the wilderness. And I guess at this point, I feel like I'm probably socially obligated to actually take some wildlife pictures.
You might be. Nemesis takes her cred stick back to the shop with the drone she wanted.
Yep.
Is she doing all that right now? Is she gonna go like a kid to the candy store and
I got a golden ticket.
All right.
Get to the candy store. Exactly.
The cost to you is just normal cost, like I said before.
All right.
So go ahead and pay that and add the drone to your sheet.
All right. You know, I never did actually add up the cost with all the mods here. Let me see, 54.
Oh well, it's a good thing that we've got
I
a
got
break coming up.
7250.
We actually are going to take our break
250.
15 minutes early today, trying to give Lulu
A chance.
a little bit of time to jump in
Before we
before.
jettison.
Yeah.
Yeah, before we jettison them out the airlock.
That, yeah. So, Xander, Nox?
Yeah.
Did we put you guys to sleep?
No, I do have
we're here.
something I want to talk to you about real quick. Next week, I might be late. It's my friend's all-night Halloween movie party.
Okay.
And if I fall asleep during it, I'll be awake for this. But if I don't, I might be late for this.
No, I realize that the next week might be problematic for people because of Halloween. So,
Don't mind me. That's just me rolling my money.
oh, I gotcha. Yep. That's still a clever way of doing that. So,
It's a calculator.
Xander might be maybe late next week.
I'll try and be on time, but sometimes when I fall asleep, I just sleep straight through my alarm. So, especially when it's like I go to sleep. Let's see, I'm gonna be home at 7. So what, like 4 hours before the game starts?
Oh gosh.
I mean, I'm gonna sleep on Saturday morning, so or
Okay.
Saturday day, and then go to all night movie night. And
That sounds fun though.
Yeah.
Uh,
I don't know. Horror movies aren't really my thing, but I do like hanging out with my friends.
okay. I was gonna say obviously horror movies, right?
Yeah.
Let me put up the be right back. So yes, 15 minutes break starting now.
All right.
Does the electro drone come with a name?
Yes it does. I'll let you decide that though.
Name
Oh.
is
Hmm.
Devil Dinosaur.
Devil dinosaur. I don't think
To go
so.
with and Moon Boy too.
I think the preference would be for so these are all pre-screened drones.
Yeah.
They're all female personality. Oh, why don't I go ahead and bring us back in frame before we go into this?
Yeah.
All right, we're back. So I think naming preference would be obviously something feminine sounding. And
Deborah.
kind
It's called-
of
Oh,
non.
it's Zaya. Oh man, I got a drone with the same name as me.
Something that's kind of non-common usage, almost like celestial or elvish names, or elvish-sounding names, not actual elvish names. But you know, when you that kind of name when you see a kid and you're like, oh, your parents were Tolkien nerds, or oh, your parents were space nerds. So that would be my preference. I'm not holding to that as like a hard rule. That's just how most of the Electrodrones will be named.
Agatha. It was Agatha all along. No, sorry, that's.
Actually makes a lot of sense. I
Cecilia.
always said the Murder She Wrote lady seems awful suspicious.
Cecilia would be fine.
Or you did say Celestial. Celeste.
Yeah, that would work too. Didn't quite mean that, so
Literally.
literally.
I'm just looking at a list of names.
Who are some famous female photographers? Nature photographers. Camille, Christina, Orsolia,
Camille's not bad.
Amy, Gulick.
Ruth Orkin.
Britta.
What, the water?
Let's not Brita this. Berenice. Oh wait, it's not nature photography, is it? No.
Now, did you have a personality in mind?
I did not.
Okay.
I can't imagine I could, it's like I was just looking for the kit. I didn't even think about the personality part. But, I'm fine with that being an oversight on my part.
Well, it's not something that Nemesis would have been able to choose.
Yeah. If you had any ideas on that front, I'm open.
I think it'll end up being emergent then, because I don't have any immediate ideas either.
Yeah. It could just be, it could be just another, Android all over again. Except in a drone. Or, or it could be super gushy. Or bubbly. I'd love to see you try to do bubbly.
Hey, everybody, you ready to take some pictures?
Oh boy, that looks like a security turret.
This is definitely something that I would use as a viewer interaction. Crowdsource the Electro Drone's personality.
Oh God, it just starts saying the N word over and over and over and over. Like, have we not learned our lesson by now?
The best thing about crowdsourcing that kind of information here is I get to say, no. I do not feel beholden in any way to bad results.
Could actually go with actual elven names.
Yeah. All right. Well, we've run out our break. Meowkin is busy picking out a name. And we are now at that. We can't really delay any longer. The point where Charlie comes and talks to Jai, whose player's not here. We have played for 2 hours, so I'm satisfied with where we've gone so far, especially with all the roleplay, and I'd be willing to let us just call this a session if that's what you guys would prefer. I'm also happy to continue on with just kind of phoning it in for Jai as much as close as I can get him.
I'd like to roll no.
Yeah.
It took me a second to parse that, but yeah, basically. Do you guys have a preference?
No.
Good plan B it.
Like, I'm spacing out over here.
Sorry.
You could plan B it, he said, Knox.
Yeah, plan A was get Jai to actually come and talk to the guy. I forgot his name.
Jacques.
Jacques. There we go. And plan B was just talk to Jacques himself and just deliver a message that fucking my employers are looking to talk to you.
Okay.
He'd know who I was because I just came out of a show with the guy.
Right.
So he saw me at the table with his fucking hecklers.
Look, we draw a lot of attention, though. Like,
Yeah,
you probably
no, we do.
realize.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's actually a better alternative than either of the options I suggested. So, let's retcon the narrative a little bit. Charlie, we're gonna refocus back on Charlie, and what he sees when he looks back after talking to this staffer and bribing them. He sees Harry carrying off Zoe, and sees Jai also kind of look around, gets that fuck it expression on his face, and he motions for Roberts and actually I think that's all you had. Roberts and Elazad to follow him, and he is walking away from the bar also. So Charlie is left on his own.
Okay, so I have my, I guess, objectives here. Charlie's going to go ahead and have the employee bring him over to Jacques' room, or at least to an area where I can get to Jacques' room on my own.
He's actually not going to leave his post, or his duties here, but in moving about, he will subtly, inconspicuously, uh, unlock the door that Charlie needs to get through, and kick a little something in its way so that it's slowed in its closing. It's not going to be blocked from closing, so Charlie does have to move fast while still being subtle. But
It wouldn't stop him. He'd just have to pick the lock if he wanted to get in afterwards.
fair enough. And he's already given Charlie directions, where Starcross is currently taking his time between shows.
So I guess at that point, Charlie'd make his way over, carefully avoiding people along the way.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead and roll me a we're gonna do this with wisdom sneak.
Okay. Sorry, a bit of a process.
Oh yeah, apologies, I keep forgetting, but that's an excellent roll. Charlie is able to navigate the hallways in such a way that does not look particularly conspicuous on the cameras that are inside. They don't have full coverage of every single hallway and room, but there are cameras inside. Doesn't look suspicious to people passing by, and is also able to mostly avoid people and cameras based on his intuition and judgment, and simply knowing how people and security, how people in a security sense and security layouts work. And he reaches an unmarked door, the door that he was directed to. And inside, he, he does hear, a voice inside.
Is it a recognized voice?
Yes, it sounds like Starcross.
Okay.
Sorry, that was unintentionally vague on my part. I was trying to decide if he heard multiple voices or a single voice, and that was the descriptor that I chose, was a voice instead of Starcross's voice.
Okay. Does it sound like he's talking to somebody?
It does sound like he's talking to somebody.
Well, that's a fucking shame.
Are you gonna kill them?
You might have to.
Not planning on killing him. It's definitely not the thing that I came here to do.
I don't know. Just the way you said it was like, oh, well, that's very unfortunate for them.
It's more unfortunate for me because I'd like the fact that I snuck in here to not be a well-known thing. This place is a pleasure den. People talk.
How dare they?
Is there any hesitation from Charlie? Is he delaying?
Yeah, just for a bit.
Okay. It doesn't take long, and he hears um, the he hears Jacques stop talking. Why don't you go ahead and give me a whiz notice check?
Alrighty.
Okay. No additional information.
Okay. With no additional information, I'm going to have to just assume that it was a phone conversation and it ended. It's probably actually the person doing his makeup, but you know. I've stalled for an hour and a half. I can't continue to stall. Charlie's going to shoot.
Who's he gonna shoot?
The narrative, sound itself.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah, well, good idea.
I would
It's,
shoot sound if I could.
It's the difference between knocking on the door or slipping in himself.
Mm-hmm.
Both are, or one's likely to cause alarm, but one you can just close the door in my face.
Yeah. Do you want to crowdsource some thoughts and opinions?
Sure. I feel like that might be better than what I'd actually just done. I flipped a coin.
No, we are now gonna go with the Two-Face method. What does the
Yeah.
coin say?
What does the coin say?
Flippy, 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 fly.
Heads was going to be just go in, tails was just going to be knock at the door, and I ended up with heads.
See what the coin says.
All right. Fate guide my hand, and Charlie's going to head in.
Okay.
He's going to slip in as sneakily as possible, which isn't very considering into a room with one entrance.
Yes, and there is noise outside in the hallway, so just the act of opening the door will change the atmosphere in the room. Now, whether he's observant enough to notice that is not yet determined.
Guess it depends on
Hello-
how well
hello there.
soundproof the door is.
Well, he heard Charlie heard Starcross talking through the door, through the walls. So
Oh, well done. So you're saying there's a chance?
there's a chance. And so Charlie is just slipping in and trying to be as quiet as he can about it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not gonna have you roll sneak on that. I think that Charlie is already good at that. It's just a couple of details in the atmosphere that he can't control. He can wait for a quieter moment, when there's not a cart trundling by, but the ambient noise is what it is. Let's see how observant Jacques is. He is sitting in a chair, staring at staring
Photo of
at
old-
a. Actually, let me just draw this so I can give you the full absurdity of it.
Okay. Let me minimize my screen so that I can drag it around so
All
that I
right.
can see your giant.
Oh, I rolled 20. So you just came in this door over here.
Nothing is
There's.
showing up.
Yeah, we're still on the main screen.
Oh, well then. Let's bring you over to the March screen. which should restart the music, but just breaks it because it's restarting the list it's already playing.
Beans.
Let's actually do different music for this. Alright, so the door that you just had turned into is over there on the left, with the hallway obviously going down that way. In a straight line, preferably. Mr. Starcross is sitting in a chair over here, facing a mirror with a desk. And in slips Charlie, closing the door quietly behind him. Starcross does not seem to have noticed. That's the absurdity of this, is any normal person with any peripheral vision would have just seen that. Should have seen that.
Oh, he's like blind. Okay. Who was he talking? I'm guessing he was talking into a phone then.
Yes, there is nobody else here.
Does he still appear to be talking on the phone?
Nope, he's not.
Okay, so he did actually hang up.
Yeah, and there's like a couch over here. Some stuff over here. Things I don't know. Go in a dressing room. Kind of a relaxation room. Things.
Probably like the M&Ms, all the green ones removed.
Oh yeah, of course. The big old rug on the ground. I'm gonna stop drawing now.
Okay.
Because I think all of that detail was entirely unnecessary.
It adds flavor. Gotta have flavor.
Yeah, that's color at the very least. Yeah, Charlie is in a room with Starcross. Starcross does not seem to have noticed that he's there.
I guess Charlie's going to, slink behind him, sit down on the couch, and then clear his throat.
All right. Huh? Who's? Oh, I'm not ready from the. I'm not ready for the next show yet.
I'm not here about your next show. I'm actually here about your last show.
Wait, who are you? He turns around and finally looks at Charlie. Squints a little. I don't recognize you. How'd you get in here?
I used the door.
Well, I can see you used the door. There's no fence. You couldn't have come out of the wall.
Got you there. He's
Why
got
are
you
you
there.
here? No, that's not an important question. Who are you? And he has that perpetually perplexed look of Owen Wilson.
I'm gonna have to look
Nice.
up Owen Wilson.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
It's like everything he says is a question because he doesn't understand the nature of reality.
Okay. Just like some generic surfer guy. Okay.
He definitely does look like a surfer.
Just gonna delete it with fucking. I represent. Sorry, a bit distracted.
Uh-huh.
Alright. what do I call the fucking ship? Do I just call it the ship? I represent a group of people who are looking to hire a skilled pilot. That works. It's good enough.
Okay.
I didn't go to talking college.
Pilot.
I don't have a doctorate in bullshit.
Why are you coming to me then? I don't do that anymore. Wait, I recognize you. You're with those hecklers. You trying to harsh my show? You know how much that cost me? That was uncool, man. Totally uncool and uncalled for.
I wasn't there. Was it called for? That's probably called for.
He was being wrong on the internet.
Oh.
Being wrong in person. Get it right.
So that
Look,
Meowkin
I
has
was also being wrong on the internet, so.
so that Meowkin has proper context. He was doing a stand-up comedy routine about spike drills and piloting in space, and he was getting certain details wrong.
Oh. Yeah, no.
They eventually concluded, well, some eventually concluded that he was doing it intentionally, to make jokes. But that didn't go over very well with Zoe.
No, that would enrage me too. I mean, if I was a pilot. I hate when comedians, deliberately misunderstand something.
That seems to be exactly
like,
what he was doing.
Yeah, that's
Or deliberately
It's
misrepresent.
that's my least
It's
favorite
not
kind
like
of
the
humor.
layperson would know. But anyways, I guess.
Yeah, if Charlie doesn't speak up, then he's going to continue complaining.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out fucking what to say next.
Look, man, we were trying to help your show. It sucks so bad.
Ew,
Ew, dunked upon.
The drunk dictate my actions.
Hey, you said you wanted groupthink. And I'm putting the
Join-
appropriate amount of think. into
Join
this
the
group.
hive mind. Control the
Yeah.
Charlie meat puppet. I'm willing to leave all of Charlie's actions up to like multiple T6s. On a 1, he just leaves. Walks out.
You know what? I'm good. Enough of this.
Well, we'll hit some key points. He does, if Charlie is hesitating even a few seconds,
He'll let Owen fucking run through his complaints until he gets tired of it. Charlie's
Okay.
just not gonna respond.
okay, he does. He complains about how this is his livelihood, man, and he has to see some of those people day in and day out, and they're going to remember that, and eventually works himself around to, and who even are you guys?
Would it be wise to tip my hand and say that we're just fucking the Raza and we're looking for a new pilot?
For specifically, I mean,
We wanna-
I don't
'cause we
see an
wanna-
issue with it.
Okay,
but
so here's the thing. Here's the hook on the sales fishing line. We want to go to a place that nobody else has ever gone before.
or at least not within the past 1,000 years.
Sure.
Okay.
That we know of.
There's 2 places now, right, that we don't have any routes to.
I believe so.
I'll be honest, I don't actually remember exactly why we wanted
I'll
this
I'll
guy.
explain it as of yet unexplored node, because if
what-
it's been 1,000 years, it's been the entire Scream.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I have not been to. Because one of them was
Or
the
headed
place that
to.
was like in the Infraverse, right? That was swallowed up, and the other one is the TMT 77.
Yeah. If you've got sectors without number open, the one that you got most recently from the entity on Ecos, from the entity from Ecos on your ship was 1102 Onalau, and the uh, metaspace location, timed location, that you deciphered from the repeating numbers in the graveyard, which was also a pre-Scream ship and pre-Scream events, um, was TMT 77-7 over in 0905.
Yeah.
So yeah, you do have two locations to which you have no rudders. You know that there's, well, you have evidence and enough strong support for there being a gravitational body into which you can safely enter in those locations. Just have no rudders, and those are extremely dangerous jumps. It adds 6 to the difficulty.
Okay.
But back to the question at hand, does Charlie out his associates as the Raza?
I'm gonna say yes here. He's a comedian. Nobody's going to believe him.
Huh? Sure.
Now, to be fair, he had
Uh,
a handful of other things that he did, including singing. He did some performances.
He also has his business in a very rare, like, fucking exclusionary zone that can only be gotten if you have high political connections. I'm just saying he's not just a comedian.
You sticking with your decision?
I'm
I
gonna
still
say
think
yeah.
you should do it. I just think that we should go
Yeah,
in knowing what
I'm
we're
gonna
getting
do it.
ourselves into.
Okay.
Mhm.
He double takes. The Raza? What? No. The Raza?
Okay, well, thank God. Easy enough. He said no. Let's get out of here. Jeez, like all that buildup.
Oh my god. The Raza's in my casino?
Don't make it weird.
I can't deal with this. This is too much. You're not gonna blow it up or anything, are you? Like, if you do, if you are, can you let me know so I can leave first? I don't want to die.
It's so dumb.
It's gonna be difficult. We're here specifically for you.
Well, that doesn't sound better. That's not good. Why
We'd like
me?
to.
What did I do? I'm paying my debts.
Hire you aboard.
Oh,
We could use your.
you want to hire me? Oh, that's different. What about the casino? And he goes on a bit about how he actually reveals he plays his hand quite a bit. Even though Charlie's not the best talker, he is. He's a very good talker, and he's very bad at it because he's probably revealing things that he shouldn't. He's Go ahead and roll me another wisdom notice check.
Okay.
Let's see how much of his body language and manner Charlie is reading here. Okay, yeah, Charlie is sighted in. He's nervous, and it seems to be nervous on multiple accounts. Charlie can pick out from some of the things that he's saying that he apparently is under some pressure from another group to whom he owes a considerable amount of money. And he almost seems more like he's a prisoner in the casino uh, under that debt. He doesn't say any name, but does reference a group of powerful mercenaries who are kind of managing his affairs. And that's the reason he gives for why he can't just jump out and fly the skies. He also injects in there how he's too old for this. He hasn't done it in a decade. But it sounds so exciting, and I'd really love to get into it, but I can't.
Ironically, wouldn't it just be easier for him to be snuck out and join the Raza? It's not like they can reach him on the ship.
Does Charlie suggest that?
Yes.
Well, yeah, but how would you do that? Everyone knows me. Nobody's gonna look at me and say, "Oh, he's just taking a walk." Security, man, they've got cameras everywhere. They're gonna see me walking out, and they're gonna shoot me, and then they're gonna shoot you, and then they're gonna shoot the Raza, and then Raza's gonna shoot me.
Sorry. Ugh. The mental image is killing me. Just someone firing like a handgun at the Raza, and the Raza just fucking responds with orbital bombardment.
It's happened before. You guys have set the precedent. You will do it.
We'll blow up a planet for literally nothing. No reason at all.
Oh, no, there's a reason. It's just you could argue whether it's a good reason or not, though.
It's disproportionate escalation.
I will be fair. You guys warned him quite a lot. that retaliation may have been unnecessarily escalated, but it wasn't unwarranted.
It wasn't entirely random.
Yeah. He leans forward and in conspiratorial whisper, Can you really do that? Can you get me out of here?
Listen, I can get you out. It's the thing that I can do.
That would be great. What do I have to do? Do I shoot someone? I haven't shot anyone before.
Ideally, there'll be no shooting.
Why would I have to
Like to
shoot
get
anyone?
out quietly.
We don't have any of the quiet guns.
We don't need any guns.
Oh. What are you gonna do about the security? There's dozens of them. And the cameras, can we at least shoot the cameras?
We'll figure something out. As long as you're ready to go when we're here for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait, where are we going again?
I tell him where we're going. The I already forgot the place.
Your most the destination that you guys were most interested in, have expressed the most interested in, was TMT 77-7. Now that name probably won't mean anything to him, but
I can explain it away as fucking fucking places that haven't been explored for since pre-Scream.
oh man. Okay. I didn't think the Raza was an exploration vessel. You guys just shoot things.
There's a method to the madness.
Oh. You want to go somewhere and nobody shot things and shoot things. Okay. Okay, I'm following you. Yeah, man, I'm in. I'm in. Just gotta get me out of here without me getting shot.
I think you can arrange that.
So some details that came up in the many slips of discretion that he exhibited are that the mercenary gang he's being held by is Gruswa, spelled horribly because it's French. There's only 3 people that make up this mercenary group, but they also control all the security, and there are. Let me get to the right page over here. Okay, and there's 16 casino security, always on staff. Charlie has seen some of them. They were discreet, but visible to his sneaky eye. Well, his security conscious eye. And so he has identified that they look skilled. They're not just kids hired off the street. They are armed with laser pistols and are wearing security armor. As I
This
said
is all
before,
information I'm just gonna need to bring back with me.
what's that?
This is all just information that I'm gonna need to bring back with me.
Right. As I said before, there are cameras internally, but there are less cameras internally than there are external. There are more cameras and better coverage watching the patrons and the people that are spending all the money here than there are watching the backstage areas. For example, there's no camera in this room. There wasn't.
That would have been a fucking shame. We have this whole conversation is just on camera, and I just never thought to look.
And there wasn't even a camera covering the hallway that Charlie was that this door was, that led into this room.
Okay.
So internal camera coverage is spotty. That's not going to be too much of a problem. How does Charlie close out his conversation with Mr. Starcross?
He did leave some way of contacting him in the future, so that he'd know when we're picking him up.
Okay. Does Charlie perhaps have a burner phone that he would leave with him, or?
If that is a thing he can abstract into existence, yes. I didn't know something like that existed.
Yeah. I mean, I think a calling card type phone is going to exist forever. And that's really all the burner phone is just a phone that has minutes already on it and you can pay for it with cash.
Yeah, then tandem something like that.
Um,
He's not going to include Jacques on any of like the planning. It's just he'll let them know when to like to come out and literally when he's supposed to leave.
are you sure? It really seems like he'd be good at keeping all those plans a secret.
I think that even telling him that we're going to break him out is a security risk. It would have been easier to like walk away and then come back and kidnap him.
His next show is literally him just like, hey, guess where I'm going next week? I'm hanging out with the fucking Rasta. Fuck all you assholes.
No. His next stand-up is going to be about this time when someone broke into his dressing room and told him crazy things.
You're not gonna believe who broke into my dressing room.
Exactly. Thank you. And the entire routine is just him being incredulous about this crazy plan that is unfolding before him, and him, of course, saying, "No, I can't do this. I own a casino." But in the routine, he just reveals everything. Go ahead and knock off 100 for that burner phone. It's just
Poor
standard
thing.
compad cost. For future reference, you can, if you think that you're going to be going into a situation like this, I don't have a problem with you just kind of buying a couple of compads and calling them burner phones. The risk of pre-buying them is that they're pretty much only good for the time that you're on the planet. Once they leave, I don't know. I guess maybe the minutes expire after a month. And to abstract that, we'll just say that they expire as soon as you leave. That way, there's no tracking of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, we're 1,000 years in the future and they haven't invented rollover minutes. Shame.
Not for burner phones.
Look, they have invented them, but this is one of those late stage capitalism, artificial scarcity situations.
Makes sense. I'm surprised I don't have to buy them marked up right as I use them.
Mhm.
Seems legit. Too legit to quit.
All right, so Charlie returns to the crew. Zoe is still. Well, how is Zoe doing? Let's check in on Zoe real quick.
I'm so wasted. I'm so wasted. Sorry, that's my human call.
Yeah,
Alright.
get him, fucking hyenas. Yeah.
Water is being splashed on her, and not just like sprinkling from fingertips. There's a glass of water that's just been tossed on her.
What the fuck was that for?
You're here to do a job.
No. I did my job. I drove you down here. What the fuck? And I do that thing where you like flick your arms to get all the water off it, but I do it directly into his face. Like, fuck's wrong with you?
You're gonna go back to being the spoiled princess brat you were before you joined the Raza?
Go back to that. Baby, I'm here. And I hold my hands up like, haha, look at me in this fancy fucking hotel room. Is that what y'all wanted?
I think you need
y'all
to
want your
reassess
fucking
your
princess
motivations here.
Fuck you all.
Alright, more water coming. And he walks away. You hear something filling up with water.
Alright. We gonna play that game? take off my shirt. Yeah, we're gonna play sexual chicken now. We're gonna make all kinds of gross stuff about. Oh well, I'm already wet.
This does
Yeah.
give him pause when he turns back around with a pan full of water. Not a pan. I'm sorry. I'm not a kitchen person. A pot. A big pot full of water.
You trying to get all my clothes off? I see how it is.
Speed is real awkward.
Yeah.
He's gonna double
Dive
down.
deep.
He's not gonna get water anymore. He's just gonna go and get a pot of ice.
If that's how we're playing this. He walks over and he throws all the water from the pot straight at her face. Well, tries to.
Can I dodge? I don't know. Is that a thing?
Evasion.
Yeah,
Yeah, really good evasion at this level.
go ahead and roll a Dex exert check.
Oh, not even a save. Unfortunate.
I'm gonna go ahead and add a -1 to this.
Okay.
Drinking.
Yeah, at least -1.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
All right. Well, he is flinging not the pot. He's making sure to keep hold of that, but he's flinging all the contents of this pot, all the water, semi-cold. It's not super cold. At Zoe. How is she evading this?
Okay, so you know that thing that like you see in movies where people like throw a sheet up in the air and in between and breaks the line of sight, and then when it falls down, you can't fucking see him anymore.
Uh-huh.
She doesn't do that. She takes the sheet and she throws it and all its wetness on him, and then goes into the bathroom and locks the door.
You hear the blanket slowly being dragged off his head.
I don't need any more father figures. Fuck off.
It's a heavy thumping, knocking on the door. I'm not being a father figure. I'm being a friend.
No, you're being a real pain in the ass. Now fuck off.
That's what a friend is.
A friend is a Zoe Wrangler. That's gonna be Harry. I guess it's Harry's new title is Zoe Wrangler.
I got 1 day off this whole fucking 6 months, and you want to fucking ruin it. Hey Zoe, go back to work.
You want
Fuck
to take
you.
a vacation? Do it when you're not on a job.
I'm not on a job. That's why I brought all those fucking people with me. This is their job.
Did Zoe have a vacation with her father?
Oh, you thought that was a vacation? It was work. Be fucking nice to people all the time. Gross.
You're here
Did you have fun?
recruiting that pilot. You're on a job. You do your job.
That's fucking Jack's job. He's the fucking captain.
You think he can talk a guy into piloting into an unknown place?
I don't give a shit.
Do you want to get there?
I could get there myself. I'm a better pilot than that asshole. He doesn't even know what a flux capacitor is.
All I know is it involves 88 miles per hour.
I turn on the bath.
That better be a shower.
Go fuck yourselves.
Don't think this door will stop me. That better be a shower.
You stick that pan right up your ass.
I'm gonna give you a count of 3. 1, 2.
I open the door and I have Charlotte in my hand pointed at him. If you finish that, I'll fucking pull this trigger. And then I close the door.
And that's
Lock it.
how Harry died. Murdered by a drunken Zoe.
Look, there's only so much button pushing. I was having a good nap. I was watching hyenas or some bullshit. It was great. But no, all of a sudden I have to be involved again. Fuck. So if Harry's still listening at the door, there is a lot of like grumpy mumbling happening,
He is still listening, yeah.
and it definitely isn't a shower. It's a fucking bath.
Yeah, you can definitely hear the difference.
Oh yeah. If Zoe's listening, she hears. Well, she should probably hear his voice anyways. He's talking, quietly, but it's also the rock voice. It's
Sure.
it's not someone who can whisper all that quietly and still be heard. Um. So she hears him talking a little bit farther away from the bathroom door.
Great. Perfect.
Um,
Pretty sure that's just building up speed.
and the tail end of that is not at a lower volume. Zoe can fairly clearly hear. All right. And that's the end of that.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you threaten him with a gun, and
Yeah.
now Harry knows it's always at being drunk.
Now Harry knows you don't push the buttons. All right.
Now Harry knows to disarm her when she gets drunk.
Yeah,
Although she has that assassin focus, doesn't she?
yeah.
So there's no idea where that came from. That is my favorite part about that focus.
Yeah. Look, a person who wears a knife is looking for trouble. A person who has a knife is prepared for trouble.
Well, what does that say about Harry, who both has and wears guns?
I don't know. I'm not looking too deep into it. I'm fucking drunk. I'm taking a bath.
Fair enough. All right. Are there any other scenes that anybody wants to bring up and explore?
No,
If-
I think I'm good.
All right. I'm happy to. I mean, we've done 3 hours, so I'm happy with that. Happy to
Jai
call.
lied to us.
Lulu lied to us. Yep.
We got the Electo. We at least know that the guy is willing to be kidnapped.
Mm-hmm. And you got a lot of
So-
information about him, out of him. Charlie actually did get a lot of information about the security as he just bumbled on about things that he probably was not supposed to say.
Right. So in the future, don't tell him anything. Gotcha.
I'm glad that came through.
Armstrong's new job is to decide what this guy's allowed to know.
Oh, that's fantastic.
What's this guy's name again?
Jacques Starcross.
That's right. Armstrong's new job is to be the brain for Starcross.
Oh, no. All right. Let's see. I'll go ahead and put us on stream ending. It was a fantastic session, even a little bit short. And you guys, yeah, you did actually accomplish a couple things, even with a whole lot of roleplay in there.
Yeah.